Welcome back, troops, to Let's Tab 59. So, we're here in London, me and the trace around. We're staying at the Union Jack Club, just opposite Waterloo Station. I had a bit of a nightmare getting up here, I have to tell you, using public transport and trains, etc. But we made it. Anyway, so, just turn this down, put the radio on. Trace is getting ready, as you can probably see in the background there. This is... It's Monday, isn't it? Trace, it's Monday today. Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. We're going down in a moment to have evening meal in the restaurant, and then maybe a couple of drinks. But why are we here? Why is Let's Tab 59? Me and a trace around. Why are we in London? Well, tomorrow, Tuesday, the 19th of May, 2026, we've been invited to Buckingham Palace. That's right, Buckingham Palace, for a garden party arranged by the Not Forgotten Association. Now, I've done previous videos on Not Forgotten Association about what they do. And recently this year, or early this year, March, was it? March, yeah. I did a 28 for 28 challenge, which is something the Not Forgotten are still doing. And I'd managed to do 28 miles in a week with 28 pounds weight on my back, which is not massive, I know. But you lovely, a lot of you people watching this, helped me on the GoFund page, and we managed, or you managed to raise, I did the easy bit, you managed to raise £5,300. It's absolutely fantastic. And obviously that money goes to the Not Forgotten charity where we are today. Now, just so that you know, right, that the money that you guys raised for me is £5,000. We've paid our own way here. We don't get anything from this charity. So we raised the money for the charity, you guys did. But me and the trace around paid our way up to London on the trains, and we've paid for this hotel. We're paying for all our meals. We've got to pay for a taxi tomorrow to get us from Waterloo to Buckingham Palace for the garden party, and then pay for a taxi to get us back across London, back here, and then we're going back on Wednesday. So, although you guys have raised the money for this charity, that money you've raised is not being spent on me and the trace around. The only free things we're going to get is a cup of tea in Buckingham Palace garden with a sandwich, with a crust cut off. But anyway, so that's what's happening. Quickly turn you around, bear with us. So we're on the 16th floor of the hotel. I think maybe over there you can see the GPO tower, telecom tower it's called. You may even be able to just see, as I pan around there, the River Thames. There's also the Oxo building. Tracy, stop it. I'm not online. So, and round there, the windows are quite dirty actually. Can you see some balls just over there between those buildings? And obviously down here, it's Waterloo Station, the trains coming in. So that's basically where we are. We're on the 16th floor. And we got quite a nice room actually. When I went to book the room, which was back in March, I knew about it for a while, but I couldn't say anything. They didn't have any double rooms left, so we had to get a double king room. But we've got quite a nice bathroom. Again, trace around, still in the mirror. Look, she's still in the mirror. Nice shower, and a crapper. You always need a crapper. Look at Tracy, didn't I make Go away. So yes, that's where we are. Very nice too, looking over London. Very nice. So as I say then, hopefully the next bit of video you see will be us getting ourselves ready, which will be tomorrow, to go to Buckingham Palace for the garden party, where I'm being presented to Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, because Princess Anne is the patron of the Not Forgotten Association. And the group that I'm with tomorrow, because it's all different groups, right? Maybe I can explain it better in the next video, the next part of this video. But as the Princess Royal comes down the terrace steps for her husband, they'll walk down to receive all these different groups. I'm in group 6, which is the last group, I think. Just behind us is the Borneo and Malaya veterans. But group 6 is Operation Telic veterans, the Iraq veterans. So everyone that's going to be there, anyone with a Not Forgotten, who've either been injured or wounded in service or on active duty. So I was obviously wounded in Iraq. So all those guys in Group 6 and girls that will be there tomorrow will be Optelic veterans in our group, all been injured or wounded or sick in service with Optelic. And it's to mark the 15th anniversary, is it, Tracy? It's the 15th anniversary of the end of Operation Telic, the war in Iraq. So 2003 to 2011, do we say? I think something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, 2011, wasn't it 2012?
May the 22nd, 2011.
May the 22nd, 2011. That's when the Iraq war officially ended. And that's what this event is marking for the Optelic veterans. Anyway, enough off of me. See you again shortly. So it's now 12:30. We went down, we had our evening meal, beautiful meal, by the way, in the Union Jack Club. And we had a couple of drinks. In fact, we had, Trace, 2 bottles of red wine.
Yes.
And I've forgotten how many brandy and cokes we've had. But anyway, met some wonderful people. Met some very interesting people, actually, because we met some Freemasons. John, hope you're watching this. You're going to give me a shout at some stage. And then we met loads of RAF regiment guys. Brilliant. And we've met loads, haven't we? So it's 12:30. Tomorrow we're going to the palace. We're going to get our heads down now after this little cheeky nightcap. I got ice in my drink. Who done that? I never have ice in my drink. Tracy's been brilliant. Obviously,
always
just Tracy, isn't she? Trace around, but she's been brilliant. And we're going to get our heads down now, up in the morning for breakfast, and then we're going to get our glad rags on for the palace. So, see you very shortly. Bit of a heavy night. So it's the morning, the night before. It was a bit of a late one in the end. We did hang one on, but we were up and down for breakfast. Fantastic. And it's now, what's the time now, Trey? About 10:30. It's 10:30 on the Tuesday, day of our visit to Buckingham Palace garden party. So we're just chilling out in the room, and then I'm going to have a shave and a shower and trace around, or straighten her hair or whatever she does, get sorted out. And then we got our kit, all our kits, everything's hanging up, all ready to go. Trace is a bit worried because it's a bit blowy. She's worried about losing her hat. She hasn't got any hair grips. Trace, I've got paper clips. It's similar, isn't it? Come on, paper clips. So we're going to have to come up with some Heath Robinson system to keep Trace around. I know, I've got some gaffer tape. Or, better than that, I've got a spare shoelace. I always have a spare shoelace in case we can make it like a chin strap, Trace. Thread it through your hat, just tighten a bow. It's smart.
Right idea.
Anyway, we'll come up with something to secure Trace's hat for the garden party. So we can chill out for a little while, going to get ourselves dressed, and then we'll be going down to the bar for a coffee, obviously. Not going to be drinking. And then we've got to make our way over from Waterloo to Buckingham Palace, and we've been discussing it all day and yesterday. Yes, we could get a tube. Yes, we could get a bus, but in all the gear and the crowded tube, I don't really want to do that. So we're going to wander down to Waterloo Station, just down there, and get ourselves a taxi and arrive installed in the cab. And that's what we're doing. So, in a bit. So we're here. Here we are. It's a trace around. Going to go in for a bit of tea. Right, let's tab. Let's tab in here. We've been through airport security. The buzzers were flying when I went through, I tell you. Oh, got something behind now. Bagpipes again, you can't hear them. See you in a bit. So, we made it through. We're at the back, look at that. We've had bagpipes, we've had drums going. Apparently everybody's over here in this tent, but because we're Let's Tab 59 and we're getting presented, we're going to be sat down on one of these chairs. And about 3 o'clock, 1500 hours, the Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, and Princess Anne will come down and I'll be presented to her. I think you got to say something, haven't you? You got to say.
I'm going to say anything.
No.
I can just sit behind.
I don't know what I'm going to say yet. I'm going to ask if she's a subscriber. So do you subscribe, Mum? We'll see what happens. Anyway, quick look around. The band over there playing James Bond themes a minute ago. But the weather's holding. Lots of people are carrying brollies, but the weather's holding. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Anyway, let's see what happens next. The band of His Majesty's Royal Marines playing James Bond still. Look at that, Ted. That's where we should be. We should be over there, but we're not. We're going to be sat. These are all the chairs down this side I'm looking at now, where Tracy is. These are all the ones that are getting presented to Her Royal Highness. And this group here is a couple are sitting at the moment. This is Group 6, the Optelic Veterans. So that's where I'll be eventually. Speak up. Can't hear a word he's saying. Go on, son. Give it, son. I did ask them before they come on if they would make mention of Let's Tab 59 and subscribe to me, but I'm not holding out much hope actually. What do you reckon, Trace? No. No. I booked the band. I thought, well, have a fight. Probably can't hear me because it's a bit noisy here with the microphones going. I've got no microphone on. Where's the Trace around? She's chatting up the beef eaters. I had to keep an eye on her. She had her eye on one of the beef eaters earlier. Right, hold on. So we're having tea. Let's have a look. Say hi, Trace.
Hi, everybody.
Very nice it is too. Straight after this we're going, wait a minute, turn you around again. Straight after this we're going to go to the pub. We're going to walk out, find a pub and then back to the hotel for dinner.
If we can find our way back.
Very smart Royal Marines. So, nearly finished, nearly time to leave. So, back from the Palace. Fantastic 2 days in London at the Union Jack Club. Footage I know from the videos is brilliant because, and obviously sound quality, because a lot of time I couldn't get the microphone on and I couldn't walk around with a selfie stick. We were told certain things we could do and we couldn't do whilst we were in the Palace grounds. But anyway, it was fantastic. I feel very privileged, especially the highlight for me obviously was having a brief moment with Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, Princess Anne. Absolutely fantastic, wonderful. It's the second time that I've met her and spoken to her. Both times were at the Palace with the Not Forgotten Association, who've been absolutely brilliant. Met with some old mates. I was there. I won't go into all the names because maybe I don't want the names out on here, but met up some guys that I was in Iraq with because that was part of the reason why we were there with the Not Forgotten Association. The Optelic Group, Operation Telic being the operational name for the war in Iraq. And it was, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's 15 years since it's the 15th anniversary of the end of that conflict, that war in Iraq. And so that's why there was a small group of Optelic veterans presented to Her Royal Highness. And every one of those Optelic veterans had been wounded or injured while serving out there. So that was very good, meeting up with old friends, catch up, great in the Union Jack Club. You can't fault that place for the prices. The only real hiccup was, I think, was when we went to leave, because the day we left, just before our train was due to leave King's Cross to get us back, it was announced that there was going to be loads of cancellations on the rail because some poor unfortunate person had been struck by a train. I don't know the sad details of that. It's only just happened. But that delayed our return. But we got back, a bit shattered, everything intact, and we had a great time. Thanks for your support. Thank you to Rosie and all the Not Forgotten team for making that possible for me and the Trace Around. We had a wonderful time, as always, with the Not Forgotten. And I hope the video was a snippet of what we got up to while I was there. If you're new to my channel, you haven't subscribed, please consider it. I'm not saying do it, I'm saying consider it. Until next time, troops, and it won't be long, remember, let's tab.